Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. My name is Gerry. His name is Edward. Hello. Now's the time when we lend an ear to our fellow supporters. Here are the fans' thoughts. So, this question comes from Matthew Jervis 01. All right. He asks, do we miss Funes Mori at the back? I'm going to let you start because I've heard you talk about this a lot.
Yeah, we do. I think it's quite obvious. But Funes Mori, quality defender in my opinion. I think he was really, really good last season. And everyone's saying we need a left-sided centre-back. So, I think we're missing him. We're desperately missing him. I think he's really good. I think he's way better than Williams. I know it sounds harsh and we keep getting on Williams' back, but he's not the defender he once was. Funes Mori get into that age of his prime. You know, he's about 25 or so now, isn't he? Something like that. So him and Keane could actually be a really good partnership for the future.
This is true. I do think we miss him because of depth purposes. I think he's a tall guy and he can jump out of the stadium. He's huge in the air. I don't know. I'm a little on the fence. I do think we miss him for depth purposes. I do think athleticism-wise he's better than Williams. However, I think he has a similar issue as Williams does in that he'll just mentally switch off and make a really haphazard pass that leads to the other team getting a chance. I think he does that a lot. Funes Mori looks good, and then he just does something and you're just,
Crap.
Gosh. You know, you're just like, why? You know, and I realize, yes, he starts for Argentina. I know he does. But he's got to find some way to kind of work the inconsistencies out of his game. And it's a bummer that he's had this big, long period off at a time where he could be getting a lot of experience and kind of working all that inconsistency out.
Yeah.
But would I rather have him starting right now than Williams? Yes. I would.
Obvious question.
Just because I think, because I do think Williams, needs a little break. I don't think Williams is done as a player. I think he has stretches where he'll play well. And maybe it could be the negative juju around the team is kind of affecting him too, But I don't know. I do, yes. We both say yes, Matthew. We're missing Funes Mori.
We miss you, Ramiro.
So, let's move on. Famous EFC asks, what is our new aim? Do we go for FA Cup or focus on the league? And I will point out that Famous EFC has just shot right past the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, and away. I guess there's an assumption that we are going to lose away at Chelsea. I got an opinion on this. What do you think?
Could go for both. I mean, I still think that this year we could be getting a cup. So I wouldn't mind us getting the FA Cup. Get our names on it for first time in God knows how many years. But concentrate on the league, yeah, I can understand. And I don't really... He's also missed out Europa League, hasn't he? He's not said anything about that.
It's true.
So... I mean... Take that as you will.
I mean,
but
I think Famous EFC is expecting us to not play well against Chelsea away, and additionally, because we've had 2 negative results in Europa, there's a thought that we are not going to be able to recover there. I mean, I think viewers know that you and I we're pretty positive guys. We're not overly negative. I think we give Everton a chance, usually until the very end. I think we aim for all. I don't think we have the comfort of being able to not aim and try in everything. I think we have to try for everything. I think we're in a point right now where momentum can come from any place, right?
Yeah.
So I think serious focus on everything, and I have a serious problem with us not focusing on the league, because every single position in the table is worth millions of pounds because of that TV revenue.
Definitely.
and the club need it. It's huge. So I don't really. I think our new aim is we're focusing on the lot. I don't think it's going to be one or the other.
I'd like us to concentrate on the league and do well, but then you look at all the other teams that are above us, they're doing a lot better because of the fact that they're able to, not really so much about the depth, it's more about the fact that they're willing to change tactics and change the team. Maybe not Liverpool, but a lot of the other teams will change the players if it's not going well. We don't seem to be. So whether we've got a chance with the likes of the FA Cup, if we get lucky with the draws, even if we get past Chelsea and get some good draws in the Carabao Cup, we've got more of a chance in getting easier opposition in the cup games than we have in the league, in my opinion.
All right, let's move on. Gareth Coates asks, are the players to blame? Or is it Koeman's crazy narrow formations? For me, it's the latter. Play the players in their correct positions, wingers out wide, one holding mid, and our performances would change overnight. Also, Jacob Howard, that's Jacob Howard D.
Or just Howard.
Oh, I know. I was joking that the extra D would be pronounced when it's clearly not. So, Jacob Howard D says or asks, what's happening? Everton are a great team. I think the manager needs to rethink his tactics. And that's from a Spurs fan. So apparently Jacob is a Spurs fan, and he's genuinely concerned about Everton. So that's two different people asking a similar question. So we've lit into this question before.
I mean, we've basically
Edward,
answered it.
what do you think?
I answered it really just before, saying about Koeman. So yeah, it's Koeman. Definitely Koeman. I mean, if you look at... I've probably been harping on about this same thing over and over, but you look at the players we brought in, we obviously spent a lot of money on them because we thought they were good, and they are good. They are Premier League experienced. Mm-hmm. So, clearly, something's going wrong with either Koeman or his tactics. I mean, you look at... It's just... We got beaten by Burnley because we refused to have proper... Why people just sit narrow and let the attackers come? Because you're looking at one guy. It's like a lot of the teams in the Premier League have two or sometimes even three that are in wider positions. I mean, Chelsea have got a winger and then a wing back as well. So, and then us, narrow. We've got to have one person keeping an eye on two people. That's pretty difficult, even for great fullbacks like Baines and Koeman. That's going to be really hard to do. Mm-hmm. So, we need to have someone there to help them out. Like, you can have too many central midfielders in a team, because then it all just gets crowded in one area, and they sometimes even can clash with each other and not know what to do, which has been happening with us. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Koeman's to blame, in my opinion.
I think if you're gonna go with not very pacey wingers, you need to have some really pacey fullbacks. Mm. All right, you need to have some right and left back that are wanting to get forward and be a part of the attack. And that's the only way it works. All right. I'm not sure that we're getting the fullback play this season that would support, kind of slower wingers. I just don't think we're getting that right now.
No.
I don't know if the problem is just the narrow formations. I think there's some bad vibes in the locker room. I do think it's both. I think he can correct the formations. I think he can learn from that. I think he will. I think he's proven that he will tweak. He will change things, but only after it's gotten bad, which is frustrating. We've talked about that too. But yeah, I think we both agree that it's a Koeman problem and not the player's problem. Just, part tactics, part maybe personality clashing.
Maybe. Something's got to be sorted.
So, that is it for the fans' thoughts. Thanks so much to our contributors. Here's an online hug for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing that. Just have a knuckle bump.
So if you're liking the videos, please subscribe because, well, it just makes us feel better. Like the videos for the same reason. Comment. That way you can actually tell us what you're liking, what you're not liking. You know, touch the bell on YouTube for notifications. Please tell all of your wonderful friends about us. Check out Edward's channel.
15 away from 200 subscribers. Check it out.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah, he's got lots of Everton vlogs and FIFA vids on there. And yeah, that is all. Thanks so much.
Adios.